We are back with
And
Terra
all
Nullius.
live.
What in the world is going on here? So you guys are standing in the rain. Okay, so are we gonna just do a hard cut there? I think that might make sense, right? Hard cut back to the boat. Um, and then you can like be
I would like.
dry, be rested, and like then Darius can explain everything.
Well,
I would.
I'd
I would
like
want
to.
to.
Go ahead. Yeah.
I would say I'd like to maybe just offer in a little bit more of a physical description for Darius right now.
Mm-hmm.
So before Darius had whenever he was enraged, like that one time, he had like the red eyes and everything. But now he's got these full body tats, and they were like lit up white, and his eyes were white. So it's a little different.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And these warriors that they saw were also like this pure white sort of manifestation going for us. So it's very easy to see and pretty distinct in the rain and in the
Sure.
dark.
That's true, right? You just see these like two glowing spirits.
I was
Yeah,
gonna
so-
say before
yeah.
we hard cut, I wanted to try and collect some teeth.
That's fine. Let's just keep it in media res then. So, Rye, you just asked what, and then just like made a hand gesture, right? Like, what's going on? Darius, what do you say?
I kind of like nod. I look over at both of them and I just kind of nod, and they like disappear, and like the rage starts to dissipate, and like tattoos are like, they go back to normal. Like it's just like this normal black. Okay, I went on my spirit.
Poor Jordan and his bad internet.
I just lean over to Ari and I say,
It seems like every time I'm gone for 5 minutes, you.
What's happening? All right, are we all caught up now?
I guess.
But every time I'm gone, you get into trouble and almost get killed. I'm leaving.
He's not wrong. That's because we need you here, because if you're not here, we kind of are missing our big beater.
It's okay. I go so I can stay and protect.
If
They will
that's how
help me
that
fight
works,
now.
okay.
fight, he protect, but he attack, he protect, but most importantly,
He
now
comes
got
back.
tattoos on his back.
Oh no!
That was great.
I love that meme.
Most importantly,
So I look at Darius and I go, "Ooh, tattoos? Where'd you get those?"
they kind of just appeared.
Just like every other magical thing.
Like, did it hurt when you got them?
No, it actually felt really good. It's like a new part of me. That
But
I never know.
like normal for you. Like, are you the kind of person that you like feeling pain anyway? I just am.
No.
Okay.
There was
So
no
it
pain.
really didn't hurt. Okay.
No.
So wait, have you answered the question who the spirit people are?
Well, I haven't answered it to them. I haven't told you guys who they are.
Okay, I ask you who were those people because they're not there anymore. But
Those were my parents.
your parents?
He says, Darius says, those. It's a long story.
Okay. Sounds like you had fun while we were.
We all had a miserable time, and you were getting tats and having your parents come back from the dead.
I needed their help. I had demons to take care of, one could say.
Like physical like actual demons, or like
I mean, just one, but yes.
wait, which one?
Yes, there is one demon inside of me.
Okay. I want to know because I mean it's like I don't take like I'm part demons. Like it's not like I take offense from the word demon. I just wanted to know if it's like something that where you have to like fight, or
My family's had a long history of being related to demons. It's fine.
Maybe it's a relative.
I mean, maybe I could help you out.
So I guess now I can tell Darius' backstory.
Yeah, I mean, and so this is my XP question for you, basically, right? Is like, what's going on with Darius?
Okay, so I guess I unload the whole thing to the party. When I was young, my family was running when I was just a baby. I was very born, and actually, I'm not going to do it in the whole accent. When Darius was born, his parents were like, they were part of a war council, and they were this group of dwarves was at war with this other group. One day while they were running, there was this necromancer that cursed Darius and put this in him, trying to use him to make him into a weapon to use in their war conflicts and everything. His parents did everything they could, and they protected him, and they got him out and got him safe. But now Darius had to grow up. As he was growing up, he had this demon side of him. So fast forward a couple of years, that's when he was a baby and he first entered rage. It was because that demon entered rage for him, basically. So when he was like around the age of 12 or 13, just like right around that sort of middle schooler age, I'll say, what was I going to say? He was, his parents started a masonry business. So actually Darius is, he's acquainted with masonry and can do masonry. And one day while he was helping with a project somewhere in town, he came back late that night and found his uncle there, who was also in the war conflict. And he found his uncle there and both of his parents dead. And he entered rage again. And the town and council kind of knew, hey, this was a thing that happened. And this is also like why he didn't have any friends growing up, and his parents were his only friends, because he had this demon this whole time, and people kind of made fun of him. And just anytime people made fun of him, this demon came out and he would attack them, or he'd just get mad, or something would happen. So he didn't have any friends. Once he and then he saw his uncle and kill his parents, or he saw that his uncle killed his parents. Then he entered rage and he killed his uncle. Well, the village heard this big ruckus, and they came and they thought that Darius killed all three of them. So after he came out of rage and started seeing everybody come, he ran away from home. And then in Spain, the Empire kind of took him up and raised him up, and he became the gardener.
I love the ending of that story and he became a gardener.
And he was basically, he was trying to run from the past. That's why he's the haunted one, because he has all this that he's gone through. And he was just trying to walk away from that. And he didn't have any friends. And then Ari came along and was his friend. The first kind person that he's ever had.
Yeah, I'm starting to question whether or not Ari is a good friend.
Well, it was the first time Darius had had any act of kindness up until that point. Many, many years.
I'll have to think of what that act of kindness was. And if it actually indeed was an act of kindness, or if that's just how you perceived it.
Ari looked him in the eye, and it was the first person who ever made eye contact with him since his band.
And didn't shudder.
And
that
was all.
So actually, the tattoos are they're two figures. They're two figures that basically represent his parents, and then they're kind of like holding up this middle figure, which is like.
I thought you said holding up his middle finger.
I thought.
Did everyone think that?
I thought.
And then they're just anyone who's coming to attack, it just starts glowing just on the middle finger.
F off.
You literally a tattoo of your parents giving the middle finger at the people who are trying to fight you.
Oh my gosh,
stay away from my son! Oh wow.
That's amazing.
Oh dear. Oh, sorry. So you were saying a middle figure.
Yeah, and it's like they're both kind of like protecting, holding up this middle figure, and that's Darius. And it's like,
as a bab
of him, yeah.
Cute. A wee bab. Awesome. So I mean, what is? Are you guys just standing in the rain hearing this story?
Oh, is he telling us the story, or is he?
No, he's telling you the story. Yeah.
Oh, I thought this was just an experience question.
No, he was saying all this to you.
Yeah. And I'm actually Darius is relaying all this to everybody.
Yeah.
I would say probably he's saying this as we're walking to the boat. Yeah.
So you guys are trudging through in the rain, and Darius is letting everybody in. I think the rain is starting to let up a bit now. It's turning to more of a drizzle.
The dinosaurs are gone.
Yeah, of course, right? Yeah, it's a plot appropriate moment for the rain to let up.
You had to have the scene where the rain dropped into the puddle and made the ripple, and then just made the ripple on its own.
Yeah, of course, yeah. Yeah, so, I mean, what is everybody saying about Darius' story? Does anyone have any comments, like, after he finishes it?
I would say, it sounds like you've got an amazing story, but I'm sorry, I don't have the enthusiasm. We need the rest, man.
So, did you deal with the demon?
Is there still this demon problem?
Do I need to keep you in my prayers about that? Like,
that I don't actually know yet. I think he's still there, but at the very least, right now he's been suppressed.
Something about a suppressed demon doesn't seem very comforting.
You're gonna stay on my list.
The list of people that Raya prays for every night. We see this list, and Ari was on it, but she was crossed out.
And Toity's name is on there about 5 times.
Yeah.
Toity's name is on there 5 times, having been crossed out and then rewritten.
Yeah.
Rewritten, crossed out, rewritten. Ari was on there.
So
now Darius, and then
Sabu's on there.
Darius was already on there, and now I just added plus demon as like a little extra note to make sure I focus on that.
Yep.
And then Buck is on there, and now I added in parentheses.
Okay, so my animal companion's on there, but not me. Cool. Not the one who's saving your butt.
Who actually has, I don't know, a soul.
Oh. Buck has a soul.
Right, I know you would say that, yeah.
I mean, you can get rewritten. Nobody else is seeing this prayer list. It's a private thing.
Mm-hmm.
You just see it on the show.
Yeah.
Just shows the list that I like.
No, it's in the special features, right, of the DVD edition, right, where you can go and see Raya's prayer list per episode, right? And so each episode, you can see what she crossed off and who she added and stuff. Yeah. It's for the collector's edition.
I go up to Darius as we're walking. I'm like, "That's a cool story, man. Glad you find your parents. Guess what? Buck's big now."
I turn Darius
Classic
turns
Ari.
and he's like, and he just like jumps a little bit. He's like, "What the heck? And you think I'm with for having to do this?
What?
You go so fast!" And he like reaches out a hand towards Buck. My little one. Because I mean,
Aw.
You are the one that got it out of the tower.
Yeah, make a persuasion test. Let's see how well like Buck likes you. Because I don't remember you guys really interacting a whole lot. So
He's the one who got him out of the tower.
that's true, but I mean that could be a good thing or a bad thing.
he said persuasion.
Yeah, persuasion.
It's not bad.
Wait, is there an animal handling skill? Is that a skill?
Yeah.
Okay,
I
do
was
that one
wondering
instead.
what skill.
I was
Sorry,
wondering why
do
you
that one
didn't do
instead.
animal handling.
Oh,
no.
That's the second time you've done that, Caleb.
I'm sorry.
Buck,
I forget. So I
Buck
played so many
swipes-
different editions of D&D, so it's hard to remember.
Buck swipes your hand away with its wing, just like slaps it away.
Well, that's the thing, right? Like I think Buck has been eyeing you weirdly, Darius. And he like shies away from your touch. And he like
Buck senses this is press demon.
yeah, like legitimately, right? Like
I just tell Darius, I'm like, don't take it personally. It's probably just the inner demon in you.
it's not you, it's them.
What?
Oh, Jordan.
Poor Jordan. I think you're back now.
Yeah.
What were you saying? Oh, you're gone again.
Oh no.
So anyways, I say we just keep.
Oh,
we make a.
I remember. Darius just says, "I get it. The rebellious teenage stage. I get it. I give you space."
And so Buck looks at you, and we just get subtitles because obviously nobody has Speak Athenians on right now. But Buck just says, "Hey, I already went through my teenage phase. All right, I'm out of it. I have a job. I have a stable commitment to a pteranodon down the road. We're getting married. It's fine. I have my life together, Mom."
I have a 401k.
Yeah, I have a 401k. I've been my share of the treasure has been going into stocks and bonds. It's fine.
Who said
I've
that?
diversified my profile, okay? We're totally diversified.
I have a LinkedIn.
Yeah, actually, will you
I almost spit my
verify that
orange
we know
juice
each
all
other
over
on
my
LinkedIn?
computer. Ugh. Sorry, what were you saying? What were you saying, Emily?
Oh no, nothing.
Oh, okay. Just more random crap
Yeah.
about Buck.
That's all. Just more adult things.
I'm dying. Give me a second.
You know,
We killed him.
when the DM mutes himself, so we have a coughing fit.
Oh my my lungs are a little bit more citrusy than they were before.
You don't
So you-
breathe oranges. You eat
I do breathe orange juice, man. You don't know me.
You don't know his life.
You don't know my life. You don't know my story.
Adult.
I'll drink orange juice. I'll inhale orange juice if I want to. All right, back off.
Disclaimer: as a nurse, I feel like it is my responsibility to call all viewers do not inhale orange juice.
I'm dying. I can't.
You can't even.
I can't even.
Disclaimer over. Back to game.
Okay. All right. So you guys make your way back to the boat.
Oh,
And what you just like kind of a rowboat. Darius had brought a rowboat across, right? And so you guys just like row back.
Yeah, I guess we finally found the boat.
Yeah, I think Darius found it and used it, right? And then yeah. So you guys get.
Is that
get
why
back.
we couldn't find it because Darius took it?
Yeah. That's probably a fun reason.
He's like, they said meet me at the boat. They didn't say not to move it.
Well, I actually assumed, and maybe Darius would assume that you meant like the boat, like as in the big boat, right? So
The
like
falling
he
star.
yeah, the falling star. I'm so proud of you. You actually remembered the name of the boat. Yeah. So you guys get back. I mean, it's I guess it's midday now. I forgot all this happened in like the morning, because it was like dark and stuff, but that was because of the rain. Yeah, and you guys get back. Like the sailors are kind of like talking to each other and like pointing at Darius, and also at Buck.
Me and Toity are bloodied.
So yeah, literally,
And
we
wet.
get this from the point of view of like the sailors, right? And they're all like, what did the jungle do to them? Like, oh my gosh, like this is horrible. Why did we come here?
That's like was I able to get some teeth to bring back to like show the size of the creatures we were facing?
Oh yeah, did you want to do that? Yeah, make a survival check.
Actually, I kind of want to.
I mean, see, you got one, but it's like cracked in half. Basically, you couldn't pull one out of like its mouth, but you found one that like cracked when it like bit your armor, and so you kind of like take like half a piece.
Okay.
I wanted to try that too, actually.
Sure. See if you can scavenge the teeth better.
Yeah, not much better.
You can get one kind of loose tooth out of the one of
Cool,
the
that's all I wanted.
Allosaurus.
How big is the tooth?
I mean, it's a large creature, so I would say maybe about
Like head size?
head size. Yeah, head.
That's
length.
like a dagger.
Maybe a little bit shorter than that, like a small shiv.
But like able to show them like this is what happened.
You just like throw it out the ground and just like this happened, and then you just go to bed.
I just blow past the cruiseman and just go straight to Pepe Miguel's.
Okay, yeah. So you guys, all right, you just break into.
And I
his-
yell at the cruiseman.
Yeah.
You touch Buck, you all deal with me, and then go in because he can't follow me.
Yeah, yeah, Buck is just kind of like sitting on he's like perched on like the side of the railing right now, right? And like a couple of sailors like whisper to themselves and they're like, "Who's Buck?"
I go
like that's Buck.
Yeah.
and as I pass I go, he's an adult, don't worry.
Not quite sure he's trained, but he listens to our...
But he has a 401k, so no, yeah.
I just kind of gesture to Buck to just like wait there.
Yeah.
You know.
Can I say we take a short rest when we get there because we're all probably exhausted?
I mean, yeah, we can just say you take a long rest. Like, I'm not gonna have anything. Well, I mean,
No short rest because it's morning.
take a short. That's true. Yeah, go ahead and take a short rest if you guys would like to.
Okay.
I mean, I might as well just. This is the thing. Like, you guys, there's water creatures.
This
This
is the
would
first
be
conflict
real
I've
bad if
ever
this
had
happened.
where I-
But let's see.
Fine, I'm already at my full hit points.
I'm not. I'm like really badly damaged. I'm like
Nothing
over half
happens.
health. Wait, am I the only one
This
that's
is the
damaged?
first time I've been in a conflict without getting hurt.
Wait, am I seriously the only one who's damaged?
Yeah, because I fully healed myself. I used a level 2 cure.
I think it was only Toity and Raya that ever really got damage taken.
Okay, well, this feels dumb. I'm just gonna sit in the corner, play a song to myself.
Why don't you just use more hit dice? Is it a spell to use?
I can no Song of Rest. I can do for free, pretty much.
Oh, okay then.
So I can use a hit dice plus one.
No, you have to. Oh yeah, right. I was gonna say you have to spend a hit dice to get the effects of.
Yeah.
So you get 7.
I wanna.
Yeah. So Ari, you break into Captain McGee's
Okay, I'm pretty much healed.
quarters, right? So are you like literally just like slamming the door open?
I just like slam the door open
Yeah.
and go, Captain Mickey.
He looks up from like he was reading a book, and he looks like really embarrassed. Like he's just like, oh, and he kind of like just chucks it off to the side.
Am I in there yet?
You can walk behind Ari. Yeah, sure.
I wanna try and see if I can tell what book he was reading.
Okay, make a perception check. Yeah, it's a really trashy Spanish romance novel.
Nice. Is it Fabio on the cover? Is it?
Well, I mean, they don't have book sleeves, right? So this is like, yeah, I think the name of the book is
drawn on the cover.
No, it's like there's just stylistic letters that say Fabio and the Three Princesses.
God. Oh. What does he do with those 3 princesses?
You can read the book, I guess.
Wrong show. Wrong show.
And suddenly, this is
Kid friendly.
I walk up to his desk and like move, like scooch this stuff on his desk like aside, and I roll out the map that I've drawn.
Okay, you just aggressively show him the map. He's like shocked. He's just like, yes, good job, and he just like gives you a thumbs up.
Just say, so here's what we've explored so far, and I kind of show him like the hexes, and say, there's a lot of stuff that wants to kill us out there, just so you know.
Well, we did fear that might be the case. It's good that you're back in almost one piece, though. He kind of like looks at Raya and sees like your armor's like hanging off of you, like and has scrapes and stuff all over it. He's just like, but I mean that's what you're here for, right? Protection, vanquishing of monsters.
I'm here as her personal protection. I can't protect the whole crew.
No, of course not. I mean, we were hoping that you just like kill all the monsters so that when we set up base camp.
I hate to break it to you, Captain Mickey. Actually, there's a lot more out there than you think there is.
I'm gonna kind of come in at this point because I've heard some because I kind of heard the ruckus, and I'm coming in like, excuse me, but I don't think we can really qualify most of what's here as monsters. There is intelligent life here. That just sounded like I was talking about aliens.
Yeah, no. Yeah.
I just ignore Toity and just start listing off the people that we've seen. Like, I say we saw like a fire lady, lizard men, an ogre. Which, by the way, there's definitely a clan in this area of these ogres.
Yeah, we were gonna go there, but we wanted some backup if we were gonna go.
Miggy's like so overwhelmed by all of this right now. He's just like, what ogres? A fire lady? What?
Don't forget Willow.
Oh yeah. Plus, there's undead.
Some flying reptiles,
undead,
some giant reptiles. That like their teeth were like this big. I almost died a few times, but I'm here. I'm fine.
Really? Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't.
No, it's fine. I just want to let you know what's out there.
I don't want to passive aggressively let you know how much danger I was put in because of you.
What's funny is that Raya and Ari at this very moment are very similar. We're just like, we don't care if this is overwhelming you. We're just telling you all this.
I love. Okay, so there has to be a moment where Ari and Raya kind of like glance at each other and kind of realize they're like kind of teamworking this right now, and like they're purposely like aggravating this guy, and you're like kind of like look at each other and like look away, like I'm so mad at you.
I went during this scene of the show. We turned into little chibi.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
Like both just like going, and then we just like face each other and like turn like red in the face and have some steam, and then go back to going.
Yeah, of course.
Recap. Hair.
Right. No, this is like the recap
some
episode.
Badly
right?
drawn of the creatures.
Yeah.
Like poorly drawn. So based on our description, the worst thing that you can draw, like the least accurate thing. Based on our
yeah, and right, like, and also like, Captain Mickey is also like turning into a chibi figure, but like he's shrinking more and more, like away and like smaller and smaller. The more you like talk about this to him and like overwhelm him, and you guys keep getting bigger and bigger, and eventually he's just like this tiny little like chibi figure on this like chair, and he's looking up at you guys, and he's just like, wait, and then like looks up, right, yeah, and then we're all back to normal, and he's like, listen. This is all very interesting, but how about you all go get some sleep?
I can see that you're on edge. We can talk about this tomorrow when maybe you can give me a more coherent report.
Isn't it the morning?
I'm just telling
still?
you like it
It's
is.
afternoon about now.
Really? The fight took that long? Or
No,
we
it
were
didn't. You were lost for that long, yeah.
Oh, okay, that makes sense then. Okay, I would have probably done I probably wouldn't have wasted that short rest.
I mean, it doesn't matter, yeah.
It's fine. But I kind of look at him like, I'm just telling you like it is, man.
He's like, "Don't. What is that?" He kind of like points to your face.
And then I go, what is that? And I just like gesture to his whole body.
He looks down like self-consciously. He's like, "What? What do you mean?"
Well, I'm just gonna at this point. Tori's gonna step forward, like, okay, ladies, let's just listen to Miggy and take a rest.
And Miggy like looks behind him like, "Wait, in what universe is Toity defending me?"
And like I hope Ari's really confused that I'm like defending her too.
I'm gonna turn to Miggy and say, it's been a long week.
I walk in as they're having this whole conversation with Makaweedle, and I say, Captain Miggy, do you have another sword kind of like this? About the same stature? And
he just stares at you. He just stares at you and he doesn't say anything.
Oh yeah, Darius has tattoos, but no.
He also has dead parents that sometimes appear.
Oh, and tell your crew that if they attack my lizard flying thing, that they're dead.
Can we just go to bed?
His name.
So what he does, he ignores all of you. He stands up. He walks to a little cabinet that he has on the side of his quarters. He pulls it open. He grabs a big bottle of whiskey, uncorks it, and just starts chugging it. And that is where we cut.
Oh my god.
Oh, that's beautiful.
So let's talk real quick about like XP stuff and the kind of like minutia of like staying on the ship and what.
I want to say Rise is going dark. You have like the circle that goes in.
Yeah.
And the 20 pops like, could you pour me a glass?
Right, he pops in out of the circle. Yeah, absolutely. And then it goes dun 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 dun. The end. Oh, I have so much fun making these stories with you guys.
We
Thank
went
you.
from horror to comedies that quick.
That's just the way this works. Apparently, we're just gonna keep switching genres. I love it. I mean, you guys probably like take a long rest here, right, and like stay on the boat for a day. So I'm gonna give you guys XP for the 3 Allosauruses you killed. So I want to point out real quick.
We should have died.
Oh, absolutely, yeah. And so there's the thing. One, I set up I just recently updated all of the encounter tables to be a little bit more towards level 3 people. And so it was, anywhere from like level 2-ish encounters to level like 4-ish encounters. So most of the encounters that are on the table aren't of this severity, right? It's usually just like 1 or 2 of them that have like, these big dinosaurs or whatever. But we ended up getting that, and then I rolled 3 on the 1d3 Allosauruses that it is. And so the XP threshold for a deadly encounter at your guys' level for 3 people of 3rd level, which was the problem, right? You guys started off with just 3 people. It was 1200 XP. That's the threshold where it becomes deadly. The adjusted XP for all of the Allosauruses was 2700.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my goodness. Wow.
And even with 4 players, the threshold was 1600. Wow. So still like basically double, right?
Very deadly. Wow.
So holy crap. And that's the thing. I was playing those Allosauruses really smartly. Like I knew their abilities, and I was like, okay, they're gonna just keep doing the same tactics over and over again because it works for them, right? And if they pin you, then they can like do the bite attack for free. It was this whole big thing. I only did that once because of the luck of the dice. But like
you did that twice.
Yeah. Well, I only did the pin and free bite as a thing, but like, holy moly, guys! Like that was a really deadly encounter, and you guys totally aced it. So good job. It makes me see. That's the thing. The more that happens, the more I'm confident with just like freeforming. Just like all right, 3 Allosauruses. Let's just go. They'll figure it out. Nobody's died yet. So make sure, Darius, if you haven't taken XP, if you didn't take the XP for that XP question, 75, just make sure you have that.
I think you gave me 2 questions, right?
No, it's just the one. It was basically like what's going on with Darius.
No.
Well,
Didn't you get another one?
Did it? What was the other one? Oh, who are your ancestral guardians? Yep. So you get 120 or 150 then. Also, Raya, just so you're not left out of loop, I'm gonna ask you a quick question.
Oh, okay.
How do you personally worship Selune, your goddess? Like, what does your personal devotion look like?
So when I can, I just like taking time in the moonlight and sitting and like meditating and just being silent and just meditating, and then
Crossing people off your prayer list.
Yeah, going through my prayer list, and yeah, that's about it. I don't do anything.
So like meditating in the moonlight, basically.
Yeah, meditating in the moonlight, doing anything in the moonlight. Recently, if I've had time, like, and I've been able to go in the moonlight during my watch, nobody knows about this, but I take my mace and I practice some moves in the moonlight, hoping that I'll get some guidance and like become better at like getting some flair and like being able to do some cool moves.
Yeah, see the thing, you need like a weapon, like a whip or something, like something super cool like that, where you just like and have cool stuff.
But I feel like that would be dex based, and I don't need
I
that.
totally would, and that's the problem, right? But that's the problem with you attempting any of this flair. It's dex based.
I know exactly, but that's why I think it'd be really cool to be.
Yeah, you can end up like multi-classing in rogue randomly, because why not?
With a -1 dex modifier.
Yeah.
I'd be an awful rogue.
So, oh, Jordan was trying to say something and then didn't come across. Clarifying question.
Was it the internet being weird again?
Yeah, it was. What were you saying?
Oh, I said.
Oh. Oh.
Like a spiked mace.
Like a spiked mace. Were you talking about a flail? Is that what you're talking about?
Spiked. Whip. Yes.
Yes. Okay. Yeah, you can get a flail. That's kind of cool.
Clarifying question.
Yeah, right. Clarifying question. Like, what is your personal like morality like related to your god? Like, are there any precepts that you're supposed to follow because of like, right, like what your god tells you to do and stuff?
So,
or is she pretty hands off?
A big thing that I liked about like the idea of Selune is I didn't grow up with religion at all in my family. We just like kind of learned about it, but didn't like practice anything.
Yeah.
And so I had never really experienced like practice religion until going to Spain and like seeing her little area of worship that people had set up. And so for me it's like pretty hands off, but one of the cool things is how the moon like cycles to different phases. She has like different personalities and like how she acts, and I feel like that kind of I like sometimes will reflect that. Like sometimes it's like you can be really serious and then you have a bow tied on your horn and you're trying to dance with your mace. Just many different sides of the personality.
So your personal morality related to religion is bipolarness.
Yeah.
Just
based
go with
on the phases of the moon. Yeah.
That's awesome. That's
it just depends.
Sure.
Some days you wake up and you're like, oh yeah, like I don't think we should kill anything today. And then some days you're like, nope, it's fine. It's cool.
I found that actually, no, that's a joke that I wouldn't actually doesn't even make sense for me. I was saying other people usually find that that sort of instinct is directly related to how much coffee they have in the morning, whether or not it's okay to murder someone or not. I was gonna say I don't technically relate to that at all, but
I don't drink
Yeah,
coffee,
I don't drink
but
coffee, yeah.
I know lots of other people who would relate to that.
Yeah. So everybody gets 338 XP for the Allosaurus's.
338.
338. Because again, the adjusted XP is 2,700, which is basically like how difficult it is, not like how much you actually get. But
Wait, I'm sorry, 338. You said?
Yeah, 338. Yep.
Halfway to level 4.
Yeah, just about.
1333.
I'm trying to think if there's anything else I need to cover.
Oh, guys, I after reading the title of the book, I also just want you to know that added to my prayer list is 3 princesses.
The 3 princesses. I'm so sorry. Oh dear.
I guess will we do this next session where we get XP for giving gold?
Oh, well, we can. If you guys don't need to like leave right away, we can just tally it up real quick. Because yeah, this would be the time to do it.
I'm okay with that.
Yeah. So I mean, how much? So what are you? I guess the question is, what are you not giving?
Well, I'm just pretty much giving everything.
Right, because you don't have any magic items. I'm assuming that Ari and Darius aren't gonna give their magic items up.
No.
Yeah.
I'm keeping my feathered ribbon.
Okay.
I have a malachite gem and 195 gold.
Yeah, I had 20 gems total, I think is what it was.
Okay, I'll just start a running tally of like the gold worth of all this stuff. So what do you say, Seth? 185 gold?
Well, okay, here's my question. Do they have things at the I just want to crossbows the thing. And I can't really buy anything with the gold we have since we
I mean, I would think that we would have crossbows that we'd be able to take.
Do we have a crossbow that I could take for
You could talk to Mickey about that. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
What would be your like how do you go about that conversation? Do you just like say, "Hey, give me a crossbow"?
I'm just going to explain explain how I feel like a lot of times I can't help. I'd be a lot more helpful out there if I can attack things from a distance, and it seems a lot of the times I can't. So it'd be helpful to have a crossbow.
Yeah, and this is when he's completely plastered, and so like he just like he's like, "Oh, yeah, that sounds like a great idea, Tweety." And he just like grabs out like he just like stumbles over to like the rack of like crossbows that are in like the bottom like galley, and just like gives you like 3 and just like
I was like, I only need 1, but thank you.
Well, 3 heads are better than 1,
Don't
don't you,
let-
Tweety?
Oh. Let's see if Jordan knows.
Can I ask him for a sword?
For what?
Hi, internet.
What are you asking him for?
Sword.
Did he say a sword?
That would make sense.
So I give Captain Mickey. Apparently, I'm looking through my list of things that
Yeah.
I have. Oh wait, I didn't include those either. Okay, hold on, give me 1 more sec.
Should I just tell you the total gold amount that everything's worth?
Go ahead, do that.
I have 645 gold worth of stuff.
645. Okay. Nope, there he goes.
While he's really plastered,
Mm-hmm.
I want to go in and like kind of like flip through the book. Can I see what's happening to the
Sure.
princesses? Like, are they okay?
So I mean, it's not like abusive or like anything like that, right? Like it's not like
Are they happy?
Okay, so in the book they're portrayed as being very happy, but I mean it's basically just like guy fantasy romance novel
Okay,
sort of
I'm
thing,
gonna make
right?
can I make an insight check to try and decide if they're happy or not?
Sure, go. You can make
Oh
it.
my god, this is the weirdest thing ever.
Okay, so I think that they're happy because I rolled a low insight.
You definitely. You're
So,
like, wow, these girls are just so
they're-
happy. You think
They're
that
cross off my list.
that's the thing, right? Like you assume now, I guess, that like what Fabio does with them makes people happy, I guess.
They're happy. So
Yeah.
I crossed them off my
There's nothing
prayer
wrong with this at all.
list. Yeah, so they're fine now. I don't need to worry about them.
Oh, poor innocent Raya.
So I think now that I've got the crossbow, I think I'm gonna give him pretty much all my gold because there's really no reason. Actually, I'll hold on to 10 gold, so I'll give him 185 and hold on to 10 just in case we run
Okay.
into some locals.
Yeah, you want to bribe
So
them
give-
with money?
So I give him 185 gold and a malachite gem, or malachite, however you pronounce that.
Did you write down the worth of that?
No.
It was probably worth.
Ari, do you have do either of you have a malachite gem on there somewhere?
Malachite, but
I do, as a matter of fact.
What is it
Okay.
worth?
10 gold.
Okay.
that's a cheap one.
Sounds good.
What? Wait, what? Why do we need the malachite gold?
Because
Uh,
I had one and I didn't know how much it was worth.
Oh, got it.
So I gave him 195 gold total.
Mm-hmm.
And the goal's not for bribing; it's for bartering.
Right.
So, I don't know how much the moss agate is worth. I think that's worth 10 gold.
I think so. Yeah.
So I give him 1,025 gems worth of gold because of all that grave robbing. You're welcome.
So 1,025.
Yeah, and that's me
Nice.
keeping the moss agate. I kind of pocket that one. You
Sure,
know?
sure.
Because of the. It's pretty.
Yeah.
And I
Cool.
Want, I
Wow.
want
That's
a little bit for myself,
a lot.
and then, but I also just have regular gold too. So I give him, 50, and keep the other 60.5 for myself.
Okay.
60 points.
Oh wait. Oh no! I'm sorry. I was looking at my weight, not my gold pieces. My bad. I give him. Okay, so then I give him an additional 90 gold pieces.
90.
then.
Okay.
And I keep 50 of it for myself.
Okay. Darius, do you have any gold that you want to give? That you're handing in to Miggy?
I give him 90.
Okay. Oh no! Oh, I did something bad.
Hmm.
I might have just erased what I. Wait. No, wait. Got it.
I was worried.
Okay,
Now,
so I completely cut out after
Yeah.
everything.
Yeah. So I guess the total has everybody handed in their gold then?
No.
All they want to do. Okay, so that's 20. That's 2,045 gold. Worth, right? GP worth of stuff. So that means divided by 4, y'all get another 512 experience points.
Nice.
Yay!
Each
Yeah, each
500 what?
512.
Yay! 1903. Was a good year, I'm sure.
Wait, 19.
1845.
Okay, that's what I have. Somehow Jordan's ahead.
Jordan had 2 questions this time. That's why.
Oh, okay.
1845 as well.
Yeah, so Jordan, you
a
you were
strange
behind
trend.
and now you're ahead.
Booyah! This
So
is
what-
why I have the big hit points.
Yes, true.
I do all my push-ups.
So Darius, you were gonna ask something about swords.
Sword like
Yes.
Macaweedle.
Macaweedle. That sounds like a Pokemon.
It's just a Weedle with like a little Maka Weedle on it.
It's a little marker, little crap. What are those called? I don't care. Yeah. So what were you asking for exactly?
I was asking for a sword similar in size and in weight as the Mako Beetle. If he could find anything that was in that same sort of vein.
I mean, yeah, they have like long swords. The problem would be if you wanted to dual wield long swords, you couldn't do that because it is not, because what we learned with Raya was that both weapons have to be light for you to get the bonus action second attack. Otherwise, you'd have to get like a feat.
Okay. Is the Maka Weedle light?
Nope. That's the problem. Yeah, that's the problem.
Mm.
So your best bet is to like probably like wield Maka Weedle like, you know, with a shield or two-handed or, you know, whatever. Yeah.
Okay.
That's the thing, right? Like you could use your great axe, but you have to use it two-handed, or you could use your Maka Weedle and have like a shield too. That's the thing you could do.
If I did Maka Weedle two-handed, it's got the 1d10, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. I'll probably just keep it like that.
Okay.
And use it on occasion.
Yeah, I mean, so I wanted to talk to you real quick about the Maka Weedle. So we did a little bit of a thing with Ari's magic item, but you're starting to discover a little bit more about your weapon. So I kind of decided that magic items in this world, the longer you hold them, the more you kind of learn about them and their history.
Okay.
And so while you were on this like spirit quest and whatnot, right? You had like this weird dream about your sword, about the Maka Weedle, and you saw a vision basically of a bunch of, they kind of look like tribal shamans. They were fiery haired, like, you know, fire genasi people that you've seen before. But
well, I haven't.
That's true, actually. You haven't. The rest of the party killed both of the ones that you found. But you see a bunch of those people with like flaming hair and stuff. In a circle around this like weird like obelisk. And you see them basically making the sword. You see them like putting the obsidian blades in and like carving the like inscriptions of the nature designs, right, like on the wooden part. And you can tell that, right, you know, these tribal shamans, they worship like a god of nature or whatever, right? And so that's why they're making this thing. And you find out the item's name. The Maka Weedle's name is Temperance.
Temperance. Yeah. Changing. Whoops. That's not what I meant to.
Yeah, so we learned that Ari's cloak is named Envy's Shadow, and your sword is called Temperance.
So she realizes that it's Envy's Shadow?
Yeah, she had a similar sort of like vision thing.
She almost got rid of it.
Yeah, it's true.
We had a big argument about it.
It's true. Yeah. Yeah, and so you guys rest, right? You guys take a breather, recover, and I assume like the next morning you guys will head out.
Yeah, and if it's not raining, I slept on the deck in the moonlight all night.
Okay, yeah.
And didn't have to like stay alert.
It's probably still a little damp from the rain, even if it isn't raining.
I have a bedroll that I put down.
Okay, all right, that's fine. Yeah. But yeah, you have the rest of the island to explore for next time. You got ogre clans, and there's lizard folk around here somewhere. Yeah.
And elemental thingies.
Elemental thingies.
The whatever they're called, the
Genasi.
fire people.
Oh yeah, the fire genasi. Yeah. I was about to say, wait, elementals. Yeah. Anyone else have anything they want to?
Were we gonna restock on rations?
Yeah, you can restock. How long are you gonna go out for this time?
Well, I think that we need to discuss. Well, we can start that next session because
Sure.
I want to tell Captain Nikki basically, let's get our men and go kill all those ogres and get rid of.
Oh,
them.
you wanna gather up like a raiding party and like kill the ogre?
No, no.
All right, we're gonna have a mega war sequence next time.
5e has rules for that.
No, that's true. I mean, yeah. Okay, yeah, no, that's a thing. And that gives me some things to kind of like plan for next time. So.
Because that's because I
mean,
tell
that's
him,
a smart thing to do. I mean,
right?
as a given, like you don't have like necessarily soldiers. It's mostly just like sailors and stuff. But you might be able to gather some sailors up who actually.
I don't know, or maybe we can do a
punch things.
scouting party to like scout it out first.
Yeah, you can do that too. Yeah.
I mean, I would think that if there's people here to set up base camp in a new world, there'd be people who would be able to protect it. That wasn't just us.
Mm-hmm.
That's a
Right.
fair
Yeah.
point.
There's probably like guards and stuff, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. It would just be a matter of they're not necessarily going to be thrilled with the idea of going and fighting a bunch of ogres. So
I don't really understand that. How would you not be really excited to do that?
I don't know. There's a possibility of death. I don't.
Are you sure Raya's not an evil alignment?
No. Hey.
No,
like,
she's not sure.
Well, she's chaotic neutral, which explains the bipolar thing a lot, actually.
can't help
It
it.
all makes sense.
Yeah, but yeah. So that's the story for next time. We're gonna fight ogres, I guess.
Ogre fighting.
Everybody was ogre fighting.
Boop-a-doop-a-doop, boop, boop,
I'm trying to
Raya
think
was
of
shooting
Shrek
out
joke.
bolts like lightning.
Oh, actually, that reminds me. How many crossbow bolts?
wait,
can I
wait,
take?
wait. The orb was a little bit frightening. I guess so. Anyway, what were you saying, Seth?
How many crossbow bolts am I allowed to take? Can I probably get from Captain? Ricky?
I think you could probably carry 40,
Okay.
but it would be a little awkward to carry 40 at once. You just basically had this like big backpack just like filled with bundles of bolts.
I'm not to my max weight yet, so
It's
think
true, yeah.
I
And that's
just
the thing, right?
replaced-
Like,
I replaced where the gold was with bolts.
yeah, that's true. Yeah, fair. Also, I guess one last thing. Everybody charge inspiration if you don't have it already, because y'all were great this session.
Yeah.
We haven't really been using inspiration at all. I keep forgetting about
Oh,
it.
I already have inspiration.
See, that's the thing, right? Yeah, if you already have it.
I didn't have
There's-
that used it last session.
There's something someone used with their inspiration system in a campaign that I listened to,
Mhm.
where once per session or something, he allowed each of his players to give one person they could give someone inspiration if they do something inspiring. So if I saw Toity doing something Toity would do, then I could be like, I think Toity should get an inspiration for that, but then I can't give anyone else that inspiration for that
I mean,
session.
yeah, I'm totally fine with you guys like nominating each other for inspiration too, right? Like if we can all be thinking about like, oh, they did a cool thing, they should probably get inspiration. Like we can help each other remember that. Yeah, that's something we can do. Cool. Anything else? Or are we good?
Anyone else think there's a volcano on this island?
I hadn't thought about that yet, but it is an island, so it's got to have at least.
There
mountains.
are fire people.
That's
Wait,
true.
what?
That's true. Not all islands have to have volcanoes. That's not how
No, but all
work.
islands are
But
made from volcanoes.
But where else would the fire people have
Not
come
necessarily.
They're usually made from volcanoes.
No, because like I mean, not this kind of island. Because that's the thing, right? Like islands in the middle of like the ocean. Yeah, of course. Like there's no other way they
That's
can be
true.
made.
That's
But islands
true.
off the coast of things, it's like a continental drift and stuff, right? Like that it's
That's
breaking
true.
off of the
from?
continent.
If Darius brought this up, like in front of the whole group, Raya is now just really concerned about like where the fire people came from and if they have fire babies, like if they're born with fire on their head, like how
how
How that
labor works.
like
Yeah.
unless they like come from a volcano. So now she's thinking that there's a volcano on the island because they must just come from the volcano, because how else?
And you know
Would
what,
you
Raya?
like-
The last shot we get is Raya opening up her
I
prayer
have the
list
math.
No,
I
she
have the
opens up her
mask
prayer
going
list and
over.
writes fire people in her prayer list.
Oh yeah, pregnant fire women.
Pregnant fire women.
Woman.
Oh.
What's
You guys
the
know that I'm now like actually keeping this list that I will share with you guys periodically.
Awesome.
the next guy? The Captain Mickey's next book is what is it? Fabio and the Magic Fire Woman.
Oh my gosh, no. No.
Oh no.
Oh no. Okay, well, we should stop now before it goes
Yeah.
too far. That was really fun. I love you all. I can't wait for next week. All right. We are out.
Awesome.